Burton-esque one. Do not know what that quite means, but it seems very fitting for the fantastically grim aesthetic. Well, yes, I was rather correct in my assessment of it being fantastically twisted, but not in a dark and malicious manner, more of a whimsy. But yes, we have Highwing, a unicorn, one of the Duricol, and the 2 Thestrals, who seem to be greatly enjoying themselves. So, I best report back to Deke and let him know that the Thestrals are well set with the pen. I believe I've done what I need to do with the Thestrals.
Could you remind me what I'm to do with the Thestrals, Deke?
Release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen.
Yes.
Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
Oh, that is what I missed. Perfect. Thank you for the reminder. Apparently there's something I have to do with the actual pen. So, let's have a look here. Hello. Oh, yes, here it is. So I need the species type. So Thestrals. Okay. I think that's all I needed to do. Deke, I have done what I've been requested of. Or not. What the heck? What does my journal say? Fold of the Dead. Okay. Use the breeding pen. Do I need to put both of them in there? Am I just really just not paying much attention? To breed more beasts, conjure another breeding pen or wait till this beast has given birth. Okay. Do I conjure a second one? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Ooh, pardon. Yes. It's rather big. Maybe that is what I do? Manage beasts. No? Very well, I guess I have to wait on the Thestral to give birth, is my, I guess, assumption. Which could be a little bit of time. So, as a result, let's reassess our current tasks. I believe that this ought to be next. Such as also at least nearby. Hopefully I'll get a reminder for when the outside divination, which is according to my journal this way. Which I will take its... Oh, yes, this is astronomy, I believe. Or at least close enough to. Oh, right. Then...
If it isn't the treasure.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Seems like you may be interested in chatting.
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the Three Broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
Well, I am quite glad that you did. It seems like a very sensible approach to take. Of course, it all depends on the student, but yes, I appreciate it.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now, I shall not keep you from your studies, nor time with your fellow students, both of which are invaluable to your education.
You are not incorrect. My fellow students are quite the wellspring of mischievous knowledge. I also get the feeling that I may have misjudged the positioning that I found myself in relating to the positioning of the divination classroom. I may have misremembered that it is actually part of the more main campus, main building, which is hello, Peeves.
Can't catch Peeves! Woohoo!
Which is, of course, entirely my fault for misremembering that. But we must prep ourselves.
So frustrating.
Ooh, hello.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
That was awkward.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin.
I see.
That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
That's kind of amazing. Do you choose your animagus form?
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Both seem rather probable. How do you become an animagus?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month.
Oh.
Then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
I mean, I could understand that point of view. It does seem that if things went awry, they could become very catastrophic very quickly. What does it feel like? Is it painful?
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Amazing.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Oh. This is a tricky one. Well, I can appreciate your mother's concerns. I respect her viewpoints, and I don't wish to get the professor cross with us. But in the same while, we can't allow her to stop us from, well, like, growing up, making mistakes. You just have to be sensible and not overly dumb about it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you.
Yes.
But you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Just be smart
Thank you
about
for
it.
being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Yeah. Don't just be smart. Don't go gallivanting as a gazelle all over the place. Would be my recommendation. Slytherin Common Room, I believe, is pretty nearby. Yes, Professor Weasley's assignment is going to have to sit on the back burner for a little bit. Although that is the library, I might as well go get the page from there. Efficiency and all. I need to find a... Yes. Let's be sensible and not just rush in, barging into the place,
Revelio.
creating a bunch of chaos. Oh, a field guide of wonderment. I hope that you might be of some assistance. Maybe it's a... Well, it seems to be indicating somewhere in this direction. Up top, more than likely. I do dislike spiral staircases. They get me a bit of vertigo.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
I happen to be looking for that book, yes.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia, I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Very well. This actually might be kind of fun. I do enjoy knowledge, trivia, facts, and fun bits and bobs here and there.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Oh, that was the golden snidget, if I do recall, from Quidditch Through the Ages.
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
It's definitely not the pepper up potion. That's for, like, colds and things. Probably not a draft, so... Process of elimination. Felix Felicis.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Oh, that would have been the Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility.
Correct.
Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
That would be the Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False. It's for human transformations only.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Perhaps another time. But I do have rather pressing things to attend to.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Of course. It was actually quite
I
enjoyable.
put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Thank you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Book on Intermediate Transfiguration. This book is designed to help guide the student who wishes to pursue more complicated types of transfiguration. Professor Weasley often recommends it to her advanced students as a bit of light reading. My goodness. Right. Hello. So. It is rather close by for us to get the last page that she wants us to get. So I'm half tempted. It seems like, well, we have to go Underground Harbor. Is that the... Is that perhaps the one
Then in the end,
down by the docks? Do I go? No. I guess I got to go up to go down? Is this right? Oh, I see. I think this is down by the boathouse. If I'm not misremembering things. Ah. What is... Are you... Yes, let's go swimming in frigid cold water in the middle of winter. Thank you, Professor. Seems rather...
Revelio.
If it weren't for magic, I'd be rather irritated. Anyways.
So this is the underground harbour.
Very well. Mahogany fingerless gloves. There it is. Underground harbour, located deep beneath the viaduct courtyard, is the landing for boats delivering first-year students across the Black Lake to Hogwarts.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Yes, additionally, perhaps I can get... Yes, I can. Perfect. I wish to first have a chat with Sebastian, and then maybe I go talk to Deke. Come on. Work elevator. There we go. Oh. It would seem that... Oh, of course, I need to go into the building. I'm a fool. Hello, everyone. Correct. So actually, that was rather beneficial. Oh, right. This way. Yeah, that's right. They're down by the potions room and stuff in the dungeons. Oh, okay. Let's have a little wait. Oh, hello.
You're
There you
here.
are.
Brilliant.
Yes. What's up? How can I help?
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
Lead the way.
He's this way.
Perfect. How did you approach it? Out of curiosity. Because
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
maybe if we approach this as a purely educational endeavor, as an effort to...
There he is. Good luck.
Well, okay. Best of luck, I suppose. Hello, Ominous.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to chat.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did.
Yes.
We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd
smart.
hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status.
That's sensible.
She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I mean, I can fully understand your caution. I think it's not wise to just blatantly meddle with dark magic. In a similar vein, though, within reason, being knowledgeable of certain degrees of dark magic is, I would argue, good to know for the future in the event that we have to deal with dark wizards. I mean, there are dark wizards crawling around the surrounding areas of the castle as we speak.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
I agree with
These
you, Ominous.
braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
I see.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
Well,
It
you
wasn't
need...
you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Yes. You see where you failed, Sebastian, is you need to have a way with words. Sometimes the subtle approach...
Revelio may help.
Yes. Subtle approach reveals more than the straightforward. Take note.